What's going on, everybody? Here to give you guys a review for Love Hip Hop Atlanta Season 7, Episode 3, Beginnings and Endings. I first want to say I apologize in advance because I'm probably not going to be able to give you all the me being animated and whatnot. Well, actually, I really didn't give that to y'all yesterday, but again, that's because I was trying to crank out all the videos. Right now, it is 5:18 in the morning, so it's never too early for me to turn the fuck up. But like I said, because I actually share living space with another individual, I'm not trying to say it and be too turned up. Plus, like I said, I do have surrounding neighbors, so yeah. Public service announcement. Okay, so we start off with Mimi and Stevie. Now, I said this in my last Love Hip Hop Atlanta review that I did, that 2 seasons ago, Mimi did not have a storyline, so she was using Stevie as a storyline. And it seems this time around she's going to be supplementing her storyline with his when she can. So she's meeting with him because she wants to discuss everything that she had already discussed with Escalating, which, if that's the case, why are you inserting yourself in some shit that ain't got nothing to do with you? You know what I'm saying? So, and it's one of those where if that's the leader wants to sit here and square up with her, I'm not going to, feel the ways about it. So Stevie says that he pretty much was just trying to light a fire up under her ass. Okay, and but what got me is Stevie said that he gets 30%. I was like, oh my god. Now look, y'all. We have this beautiful thing called the internet. Okay. And having this beautiful thing called the internet, there is a lot of stuff that we don't have to walk into aimlessly and blind. All right. Like I said, I've had my dreams of, one day gracing the stage, and probably whenever. I mean, if it does, I'll fucking be pleasantly surprised. But even with that, even had I like tried to get into the fucking music industry in my late teens, early 20s, I don't think I will be falling into a lot of these different mistakes. Why? Because like I've watched a lot of behind the music and whatnot, and I've heard a lot of these different stories of slave contracts. Because this truly right here is a slave, and I'm pretty sure she has a slave contract. So not only is he getting 30%, and I swear, watching the TLC behind the music, when Left Eye broke that shit down like a motherfucking fraction, I was like, it makes sense. Because chances are everything that Escalita does is coming out of her contract. She probably got an advance, which is going to come out of her. Like, so pretty much she probably got an advance, which is going to come out of whatever lump sum of money that exists at the very end. Whatever is done for, the album, music videos, all of that is pretty much credit that is going to come out of the final product, which is album sales. And in addition to album sales, it's also going to be touring and all that other stuff. So pretty much everything that you think you're being given, you're actually going to pay for on the back end. It's that fucking simple. And what tends to happen is there is an order of how people get paid. You know what I'm saying? So the record company got to get paid, the songwriter has to get paid, the producer has to get paid, um, among other things. Of course, the manager gonna get his or her percentage, which at this point is very long story short. She probably gonna walk out with a couple of dollars, or she might walk away in the negative. Just saying. So, and here's the thing: even if you ain't got no money, if you get a fucking contract, real talk, like you might want to sit here and like gather up some money and have an entertainment lawyer read over that shit to let you know if it's even worth you sitting here rolling dice on. I'm just saying. But anyway, that's my little spiel. I hope that touched and agree with some fucking body. Mimi is judging Stevie on this whole thing, and his thing, Mimi. If I can talk to you for a second, sweetheart, if I can talk to you, you can have an opinion. You most definitely can. I'm not gonna tell you that you can't have an opinion, but what I will say is you can't sit here and judge Stevie for how the fuck he operates his bus when you wasn't caring about how the fuck Nico was operating his bus because you was a willing participant. We ain't finna sit here and talk about how you came on here, you came in like a wrecking ball off a motherfucking shower rod, lied to the whole world that you ain't know how to fuck this league, but then we find out that this shit was all the way the fuck orchestrated. Like, Mimi, I ain't doing this damn season. Okay. So you only got about one more good time to sit here and put yourself back in Stevie's situation before I just write off your motherfucking situation. Because it seemed like your storyline is about to crumble like quick, fast, and a motherfucking hurry. But I digress. Moving on, Jessica Dime. She says that she had a complicated relationship with her mother growing up, from her mom putting her in juvie and this, that, and the third. So right now they're not talking. Her her fiance brings it up, and there's a good chance that that's probably going to come up later in the season. Him trying to get them to reconcile because, of course, with her getting married, you want your parents there, and she's also pregnant. We get Spice, Erica, Estelita pretty much told the girls that she wrote on Stevie's lollipop. Spice, is asking her about struggle. She was like, I've had to walk miles to get to school and whatnot. And it's because of my struggles that I am the woman that I am and why I won't sit here and just accept no bullshit. As Lita runs down everything she'd been through, I'm not gonna lie, the shit was sad. I feel so bad because I checked out last week with everything that was going on. And here's the thing. Given Estelita's relationship with her father, and the fact that he raped her and made her work for the little bit of change that he gave her, it's obviously an indication of why she has allowed herself to be manipulated by Stevie J. It's obvious that is what that is. But at the same exact time, I mean, I'm not. I'm I'm just gonna pass this damn story by any fucking way. Esselita says, I'm sorry. Spice tells Esselita, if you really want to get out of this contract, let me know. I will sit here and provide you the fucking lawyer. So we got Tokyo. She introduced her man Tobias. First, can I say, she was throwing down in the kitchen? I mean, she was all I'm gonna say. She was in the kitchen throwing that. I was like, okay. And I watched Bondi Blues Love and Hip Hop review, and she went up for Tokyo because she's from New Orleans, and her whole thing is nice to hear somebody um, talk like you, which I understand because I went up for Black Ink Crew Chicago because it was nice to hear people sound like me. I don't always sound like I'm from Chicago because damn it, I didn't went from Chicago to Georgia to Alabama to Korea to North Carolina. Now I'm in Europe. So, and then my family is also from St. Louis and Mississippi. So I'm just a fucking melting pot of motherfucking voices, but trust when I get around, my Chi-Town folk that this my Chi-Town voice come out and full of blaze. But it was nice to see that. So I see Bonner's like, she lit up, seeing somebody and hearing, her dialect on TV. And honestly, they just need to go ahead and just give us a Love and Hip Hop New Orleans. Like I really do think it'll be good. I'm just saying. Um, Tobias says that he's familiar with Carlin because she was introducing people. Say Carlin's like, yeah, I know her, and of course, just that little schmidget is going to reveal itself later on in the season and whatnot. She reveals that she is a virgin. It's not religious or whatever. It's just her choice, and when she's ready to give up the cootie cat, then she'll give up the cootie cat. I respect this shit. Um, Ciara is with BK, and he ultimately just wants to know why you still got Shooter on the brain. Okay. Then we get Mimi. So Ty has a pop-up shop. She invites a majority of the girls. Um, Dom says she's going to be having a video shoot very soon because Dom had also said earlier in the episode that she's trying to get so much accomplished because she wants products to be out there before she started showing, because again, you know, in the tabloids and, you know, trending topics and the blogs and shit, it's rumored that Cardi B is pregnant and that she has been working hard to get videos and whatnot done while she still has a somewhat, it's all legend, a somewhat flat abdomen. So she can go ahead and go through the pregnancy and whatnot and still be able to release videos, do whatever promo she can. So by the time, you know, she's ready to start touring, which give or take is probably going to be late summer, she should have enough time of a snapback, this, that, and third. So that's pretty much what Diamond's trying to do. Dime asked about Melissa, and you know, and figure out there's a little bit of tension. Tyler thing is, I ain't got no motherfucking tension with the heifer. Like, I don't give a fuck. So we'll see what happens. Jazzy Faye has a boot camp. Tommy, Escalating, Erica. Tommy wasn't trying to sit here and get her weave and shit wet. Walked over with a cocktail. Estelita and fucking Erica was working out. I mean, they didn't even look like they was glistening. But okay, I fucking digress. And they did some vocal training. We ain't finna talk about it. I'm just gonna again pass this shit by like into wave. Estelita also reveals that she has a 5-year contract with Steve. Moving forward, Ciara is at a funeral with Shooter. So he lost his I think 21-year-old son, and it further comes out in the episode that it was gun violence, and it was a conversation that just continued to escalate, and this is where they are. And now she is saying that she feels bad. She went there to support him, and then later in the episode, I can go ahead and just kill this right here. You know, she just doesn't want to feel as if she is abandoning him and don't want to bring up all the old shit and whatnot. And her face looked real dry. Now with the whole funeral and whatnot, I understand, because like I said, when my father passed away, I was dry faced at the funeral. For those of y'all who was watching, I was doing a video, and like I said, I mean, I was emotional, and I think this was before I went home, but I had time to deal with my issues, you know, back in my place. I had my moment to break because I was able to stop time for myself. And I also knew that I didn't have the best relationship with my father, and then my brothers did, so somebody had to be the anchor. So all in all, at the funeral, I was, you know, dry face up into, and I almost broke. So I held my middle brother, and it took everything in me, because I was just like, hold on, motherfucker, hold on, be strong, be strong. So that I'm not going to fall hard too much for, because again, I can understand being an anchor, but I don't know, it's just something about this part of the storyline that I'm not really fucking feeling. Because I got, this is your stepson, all this other shit, but you know what? Maybe you know, she's taking the Christian route and just gonna let bygones be bygones. I guess I motherfucking guess. Any fucking way. Jessica Dime video shoot. Melissa shows up. Melissa didn't know that Ty was going to be there. Had she known, she would not have came, because she feels that the reason that her and Mimi are not friends is because of Ty. Ty doesn't feel the kind of way. Ty is like, okay, what the fuck ever. Ty says that she doesn't she doesn't fuck her friends, because Melissa had insinuated that something happened between her and Mimi when they were friends. The whole thing is, well, I don't fuck my friends, and she feels a way about that. But her whole thing is like, I'm with her. This is my girl. If y'all want to be friends, that's fucking fine. Because from what I'm gathering, Ty is very comfortable with her shit. Now, at the same exact time, given Ty's demeanor, you can tell Ty felt a kind of way, because apparently there's a lot that Mimi was not telling her. And you know, Melissa says they're just friends. Melissa and Mimi, well, Melissa feels that Ty is a problem. Ty feels that Melissa feels that Ty is a problem. Ty feels that Mimi has made her out to be the problem in this whole little triangle bullshit. And Melissa's whole thing is like, hey man, it is what it is. When Mimi is done with you, she's just fucking done with you. And then of course Mimi get that, you know, that soft angry and want to sit here and turn the fuck up on Ty, which I swear I get tired of that. And again, she pick and choose who the fuck she want to turn up on and whatnot. I'm just waiting for her to turn the fuck up on Jocelyn, but we all know she ain't gonna turn the fuck up on Jocelyn because Jocelyn gonna sit. I said I'm gonna get turned up because it's too fucking early in the morning. Anyway, anyway, that pretty much is all it is with them. We just gonna go ahead and end this shit with Stevie. Stevie is with a girl named Just Brittany. She signed to Rick Ross's label. He's pretty much going to be helping her. I forget. I don't think he's managing her per se, but more or less like artist development almost. Stevie invites Escalating to the session because it took like without Just Brittany, she just didn't. It just didn't happen. It was a 7-year process, so he wants, I guess, to drive home this point. And I think there's a better way to do it. How about pick fine artists that had to sit here and, you know, struggle and elevate and let them tell their story to her so she understands rather than bring her around and start some fuck shit. But again, this is Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, so we know what this all entails. And Stevie, and of course Erica's with her. And Stevie, as you know, Brittany, like, you know, did it happen overnight? She was like, no, I ain't fuck nobody to do it either. That was a jam. And of course, that made Erica feel some kind of way. So Erica just like, what's going on with them shoes? It seems like your toes gripping the earth for dear life. You wearing Fashion Nova and whatnot. And and words of, you know, Alexander Rhodes, I really thought there was gonna be a skirmish, but there wasn't a skirmish. And you know, that was pretty much it. That was pretty much it. And the only thing I'm gonna say with that is like as Lita began to turn up, my thing is if you have shit to say, could have easily been, hey Stevie, can I talk to you over here? And again, it's just like you have to understand when and where to sit here and turn up on somebody. You also have to understand when probably just talking to somebody nice and calm. Because if you're known for turning up, throw a curveball at that motherfucker and just talk to them calm. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna leave it right there because I'm about to reveal too much again. But that's all I got, y'all. I know it's been a while since I've given y'all a review so close to the damn show coming out. I'm trying to do better because again, I told y'all that it's not next week, but it's literally like at the end of next week, I will be gone for a week, which means that somewhere between the 23rd and the 23rd, I'm gonna try to sit here and pump out videos yet again. Again, work calls, y'all know what it is. And again, even if I go away for a minute, y'all know I'm gonna come back and get y'all fucking videos and whatnot. So that's all I got. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and share. I will see you guys for what is the next video. Whenever Little Women decide to come back, it'll be Little Women. If not, then I guess the next video is Households of Atlanta and Potomac. Peace.